Food preparation jobs require motorized equipment, and you should be familiar with the basics. Industrial food mixers come in many sizes and configurations with multiple mixing attachments for specific jobs. A buffalo chopper is a larger device with a rotating bowl and cutting attachments that can cut, chop, and mix foods to any consistency. A vertical chopper is really an industrial version of a common blender used to blend or whip foods. An immersion blender is a versatile hand mixer used to blend ingredients rapidly in a tabletop bowl, pot, or pan. A slicer uses a large circular rotating blade to slice cooked meats, cheeses, and sometimes vegetables. It is usually operated by hand, but some types can be set on automatic. A mandolin slicer is a hand-operated device used to slice vegetables and other small food items, often with a julienne pattern. A grinder is a freestanding machine, either hand-cranked or electric, that grinds food by pushing it into a cutting pattern called a die. The important thing to remember about all kitchen machinery is to always use with all guards and safety devices attached. Never push or feed food items into kitchen machinery by hand. Always use the feeder stick or an appropriate device. Unplug the machine before disassembling or cleaning. Every kitchen has a variety of utensils for stirring, flipping, turning, and otherwise manipulating food.
Series of gas or electric burners that apply heat to pots and pans. A gas flame is most frequently used because of its ability to start and vary heat instantly. Many kitchens have a griddle, also called a flat top, a large flat iron surface that can cook food directly or be used to keep pots and pans warm. Similar to the griddle, and often an extension of it, is a grill, a flat cooking surface that has raised edges or a grate to score the meat and allow juices to drip into the heat element to produce a grilled flavor. There are many types of ovens used in a commercial kitchen. A conventional deck oven has a number of shelves for pans to cook and applies an even dry heat to bake or roast foods. A broiler oven applies radiant heat from above to cook or brown food and is sometimes used with a broiler pan that allows juices to drain. A convection oven uses fans to circulate hot air around food to cook from the outside in or to create a brown crust.
Strainers come in various sizes and mesh densities, from large colanders to rinse or drain food items, to sieves or chinois used for straining or pureeing foods, to cheesecloth used for fine straining of stock and sauce. Probably the most useful tool you'll use in the kitchen is a knife. There are dozens of different types of knives in all sizes, and each one is designed to do a specific job. The most common is the large chef knife, a longer knife with a large curved blade that is ideal for many cutting tasks, slicing and trimming, as well as chopping and dicing. A cleaver is a larger, heavy knife with a square blade. Use this knife to chop meat or dice large amounts of vegetables. This bread knife has a long, flat, serrated blade that evenly cuts through baked items. A carving knife has a similar shape, but a finer-edged blade, ideal for slicing cooked meat. Smaller knives are generally used for more precision jobs, such as this paring knife, which is used to delicately trim vegetables. This fillet knife is used to precision cut meat or fish fillets. This boning knife is very thin, allowing it to get into tight spaces next to bones. There are many specialty knives designed for specific jobs, like this swivel blade peeler, which quickly peels vegetables like carrots and potatoes, or this oyster knife used to open shellfish. Look through the selection of knives in your kitchen and understand which ones are best for the jobs that you might do. If you are unsure, somewhat shallow pot with two handles near the top. Sauce pots come in many sizes, but are as tall or taller than they are wide and usually have a single long handle. They are used to boil and cook various food items, from vegetables to pastas and rice, or large quantities of sauces. Saucepans come in many varieties, but are wider than they are tall. These shallow pans are typically used to prepare sauces and small volume finished dishes. A double boiler, also known as a bain-marie, is a two-pot device where one pot nests within the second pot that contains heated water to gently cook the food without scorching or burning. A large flat version of this is used in a service area to keep food at a safe temperature and called a steam tray. A steamer is also a two-pot device where holes or slits in the bottom of the upper pot allow steam from the bottom pot to cook the food. Similar to a saucepan, a sauté pan is a small flat pan with flared edges and usually a non-stick coating that helps prevent scorching when cooking small volumes of food. Roasting pans are large square pans with short sides used for oven cooking. They may be made of metal, oven-tempered glass, or ceramics. A type of roasting pan called a hotel pan comes in many different sizes and is very versatile because it is used both to cook and serve food, especially in buffet racks, steam trays, or steam tables. A sheet pan, also known as a baking sheet or cookie sheet, is a large flat pan with short sides ideal for cooking flat items or baked goods. These are some of the basic pots and pans used in most kitchens, but your operation may have other pots, pans, and specialty cooking containers for specific uses. Ask your chef or kitchen manager to explain your kitchen equipment. Here are some of the most common. A spatula is a flat, square, or round tool with a long handle used to flip, turn, and remove cooked items from a grill or pan. A long, thin version of this is a palette knife, used to spread sauces or glazes, or for turning long, thin items such as fish fillets or crepes. Spoons come in many sizes and are obviously used to stir or serve food items. Plastic or silicone spoons are sometimes preferred over metal because they do not scratch coated pots and pans. Tongs are used to grasp and manipulate food items while cooking. This large flat spoon is called a skimmer. It is used to skim the surface of stocks, soups, and sauces. Scrapers typically have a soft rubber or plastic blade to finish removing sauces, mixes, and liquids from bowls or pans. This large bowl-like spoon is called a ladle and is used to serve soups, sauces, and stews. A very small spoon-like utensil is a melon baller, used to scoop small round portions of melon and butter. A roasting fork is a large, long fork used to lift and hold roasted meat and other large cooked items for carving. Whips come in various sizes and are used to rapidly mix ingredients.